That's exactly right. And it really came down to could they keep Buckner?
What's up, guys? We did it. We're going to the World Series. Today has been amazing. Just relishing and remembering and watching highlights and going through all the messages and the love and all of our celebrations. It has just been incredible. I still don't know how Tyler Matzek got out of that seventh inning jam, but as Dan Plesac said on MLB Network, you probably shouldn't have to buy a beverage of any kind that he in Atlanta anytime soon. Just a movie script type of thing. Just incredible. I thought to myself in the seventh inning, it's slipping away again, and then Tyler Matzek completely flipped the script, and I honestly have never ever seen Mookie Betts get purely dominated like that. Ever. It was just fabulous, and I still kind of can't believe it. And Eddie Rosario has been a king among kings, delivering all the roses, as I said, in the clutch every time. The funny thing is, too, he might not have had that chance had Jorge Soler not had his medical COVID issue. You don't know where the stars are. You don't know what the stars are going to be or who the stars are going to be, but it's incredible. And gotta give props to Snitker too. I think he definitely outmanaged Dave Roberts. If Dave Roberts didn't have Max Scherzer close out Game 5 and the arm fatigue and all of that, I don't think we kind of have the same conversation. Because, I mean, we were so good against their starters and not really good against their relievers, and he kind of overmanaged using Arias in Game 2 when Blake Trinan had a 7-pitch inning, I think, before we came back in the 8th. So I think it's insane to insane to think that, but and then having the gall to take out Ian Anderson after a 2-out walk by Travis d'Arnaud. He was down quickly, 2 strikes, 1-2, and working it back against Walker Buehler. I know his thumb hasn't been great, but and they're saying he's been playing one-handed, but he has come up so clutch with hits that matter or walks, like that case, like the case in the 4th inning, to even give Snitker that chance. And then, of course, Adrianza being 0 for 7 in the playoffs and using Eddie Rosario's bat. Maybe that's the answer, getting the broken bat double and then giving our hottest hitter that chance. And the Dodgers didn't even have a lefty up, and Walker Buehler being on short rest as well. See, that's another thing that I think Brian Snitker did much better than Dave Roberts, and we give Snit a lot of grief, and some of it we should, but you can't doubt anything that he did this series. Maybe letting Luke get some redemption was a little odd, given it was the same batters. I know they were righties, but Matzek coming through and just whitewashing the Dodgers and doing it as dominant as quickly as he did was remarkable and fabulous on so many levels. We're going to have to bring Jackson in critical situations in the World Series. We're just going to have to. He's been one of our best wide relievers all year. The Dodgers are just not a good matchup for him, clearly, but we're just going to have to manage it and see what happens. Well, obviously, Freeman needs to resign, but we're going to talk about the World Series first and hopefully 4 more victories. But I also think that playoff AJ Minter is just different and incredible. 2 innings, 4 strikeouts, easy breezy pretty much. And the thing to look out for both offenses is 2-out magic. We had, I think, 13 base runners with 2 outs last night, and the Houston has scored a bundle of runs with 2 outs. They got a dynamic offense. Their pitching is a little more unknown, but Framber Valdez and that Garcia kid were fabulous at the end. So we're going to be in for a dogfight. Everybody knows it. Sorry, I was kind of watching Sunday Night Football in the rainstorm as well. But yeah, Charlie Morton, Max Reed, Ian Anderson, and I think there's a key too. People might be forgetting, like Ian, Max, and Charlie in the Brewers series gave us 6 innings every single time, or Ian gave us 5 in the clincher, but gave us quality every single time, so we didn't have to burn through our bullpen to give them kind of rest. So we only had to use Matic, Smith, and Jackson for the most part. So I think that really helped us. And Jesse Chavez getting clutch outs has been a big time key. Yeah, it's awesome that we get to say that National League champions and what we've done through this year and all of it. It's just incredible, goosebumps, and all the messages and all the celebrations and Waffle House jokes and sterile mall and in reality, we could have easily swept that series at Game 4. Game 3 not had that 8th inning. But again, Luke is one of our best, so I'm not discounting any of that at all. Austin Riley was huge. Everybody had a moment, I feel like. Dansby defensively and some rally starting hits as well. Jock doing Jock things you knew he wasn't going to stay as hot as he was coming off the bench, but you really could not start him given the Jocktober moniker and just the slow heartbeat and things of that nature. And Will Smith has earned every dime of that contract. In the past few weeks, 3 wins, 4 saves, and for the most part, pretty easy breezy 1, 2, 3. And I don't think I would ever say that, to be honest. The way this year started and the adventures we've had with them, but it's been magical, no doubt whatsoever, and we're gonna continue. I don't really I'll do a full preview tomorrow sometime. But again, like I said, the two out runs and preventing the big rallies is going to be key, and I think that's been key for us the entire postseason. Ian Anderson in game 2 could have let it slip away, but kept it to a 2-run game, and Snitker being with the ballsy pull, which he should have, and just realizing that Ian didn't have it and still being able to limit the damage was super key. I think the only time it kind of got away from us was game 5, but Snitker in willingness saying that it's just one game and allowing our big horses in the pen to get extra rest was super clutch as well. So I can't say enough about the management of Snitker and his Ron Washington with the gutsy sends and things of that nature. And stopping Travis d'Arnaud last night on the Adrianza double because he would have been out by 20 feet, and realizing who was on deck. I am actually I know you don't want to have bases loaded for Freddie Freeman because that doesn't give you the warm and fuzzies either, because he had a great bounce back after the rough 7 strikeouts and 8 at bats or whatever. He turned back in MVP free. But
for the military community.
Yeah, I don't know. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Freddie, probably against Bessia if you do that right. That was kind of a thought in my head. I'm glad they didn't do it, and Rosario being able to battle his tail off. I think that was a 7 or 8 pitch at bat with 4 clutch foul offs too on nasty pitches. We did send Corey Seager back home. I think, having Soler as a DH and that at bat he had against Jansen last night is going to give him some good kind of back vibes. I don't know if you take Eddie out of the leadoff spot, but it does give you more options there. And I know Astros offense is kind of firing on all cylinders right now, and Martin Maldonado is a definite weapon defensively, stopping running game and things of that nature, so that'll be interesting to see there as well. But like I said at the beginning of the live, I think Dansby had some clutch, scored the winning run in game 2. Had an RBI in game 3. It's just some good stuff. Not the white hot Dansby we've seen, but not terrible anyway. It is really cool to have the World Series kind of be a family affair for Troy and Brian. Brian being a lifer and Troy being kind of similar. Just very smart. That was really done by Carson Wentz there. But yeah, having it being a family affair in the World Series, that's a dream come true more than I've ever seen. So yeah, that's incredible. Dansby making the last out on that sliding play. Yeah, you can say his defense is kind of more important than his bat, and whatever his bat gives is an extra bonus. And I feel insane about our chances. I love them. Yes, Houston's gonna be tough. With Correa, Altuve, Alvarez, Tucker, McCormick has had some moments too. So I think it's going to come down to, like it always does, pitching, defense, and the clutch hits. And luckily, we've been able to come up with the clutch hits as much as it can, as it's ugly at times. Ugly wins are sweeter in the playoffs, and it's just gonna be a super battle that I can't wait. Kind of soaking it in though, that we are where we are given everything, and I'm still kind of shocked that Dave Roberts had Scherzer, Urias, and Buehler set up for 2 through 4, and he kind of really messed that up for no reason, kind of. And the realities of it is so crazy and amazing that Dave Roberts would somehow be able to mess it up that bad. And like I said, the relievers for the Dodgers were more clutch than the starters, and that's crazy. And I think there's another idea that because we haven't seen Houston at all really, except for spring training 2020, it should be interesting how that kind of happens, how that kind of materializes, I guess. Because we've seen the Dodgers a lot, so there's like no secrets. So it'll be interesting. It's gonna be who sets the tone. Hopefully that's Charlie Morton. But we don't really have any book on the Houston wide receivers or Houston pitchers at all for the most part. Although we do have a little bit of a book on Yimi Garcia because we face him in Miami, so that could help. But again, I think we're set up pretty well. We just need Max to be Max. Charlie, Ian, just do what they got to do, and it's a big stage, but I think we've been through the wars and what's gone on this year with everything. Nothing's gonna surprise us or shock us for that matter. Again, we just gotta kind of limit the rallies and limit the damage. Yeah, we definitely killed the narrative, and like I said, in the 7th, when 2nd and 3rd, no outs, and then Matzek coming in, I thought to myself, it's slipping away, and then Matzek, I don't know, and then I thought to myself, when we didn't get the runner in, Soler from 3rd, in the 9th, I thought, ooh, Game 4 probably is Smiley and Chavez, probably, maybe, depending on how the series is going. Obviously, I don't want to go too far on that. But yeah, was I surprised how well Smiley pitched? Heck yeah. Because 18 days, the last time he pitched in Dodger Stadium, it was basically a home run derby. But I mean, trusting in his fastball was electric, and we kind of found something. Dodgers really couldn't do anything against our lefties, so that was again smart by Snicker, but I don't think any of us could have predicted 10 outs and him being that effective. I honestly can't. I was not 95. I was not born yet. I was not born yet during the last World Series. I don't think you give Smiley the start. I think you go depending on the lineup that Houston brings out, and again, I think it depends more on how the series itself is going before we go that way. Is Troy Snicker the lead hitting coach or just an assistant? I know, 1999. That's why I said party like it's 1999 last night. But last night was so much fun, a dream come true, and my mom almost lost her thumb because she was trying to open the champagne bottle and cut her thumb, but it is all good. It is bandaged. We're good there, but I thought she lost it, but it was so much fun, and my new chair smells like champagne, and it's sticky. It is Crescent now. We just need one more. And again, I really like our chances given how hot Eddie Rosario is. Jocktober. Travis coming up with huge hits at the right time and being able to lead our pitching staff the way he has is so underrated, kind of like Maldonado. And he's got some good memories with us going to Houston last year in the division series. He crushed the Marlins in that ballpark. So it should be a good muscle memory for Travis. Freddie has luckily found some things. You knew it wasn't going to be long. Well, they're gonna try. Well, I don't want Starling Marte. I think that's it. I don't really want to talk about the offseason right now, but I would love Soler back for DH purposes. I would like any of them back. However, that materializes. I'm terrible at like speculating and doing all that. I am better at just reacting and thinking about moves than anything else. Castellanos would be cool, but I think there's something great to the chemistry and the character, and Alex Anthopoulos prides himself on that. So whatever move we make, you've got to make sure it fits the clubhouse, and I have full faith in that. For AA, he's a downright genius, and I'm just super, super excited. I don't foresee any too many roster changes. Maybe Camargo goes off the roster. I'm not sure. Again, we'll evaluate that tomorrow and things more. But I think after the two walk-offs in game one and game two, it just felt different. I know game three was gut for all of us, especially Luke, but the resiliency and the ability to it felt like we cared that we lost, but the reality was we still had a game lead, and it's just one blown lead is like the least of our problems this year, so we just kind of wiped it off and didn't worry about who yeah, well, I'm trying to get my chair to smell like a world champion. We've got the NL champion now. We just need the world champion smell. It is super sticky, but sticky in the best way. As I said, I don't know about Gore because pinch runner, but Maldonado is a rifle behind the plate, so I don't know how we kind of run that. Because you pretty much know if he's in the game, you're probably going to try to run. I guess depending on the situation. We get 2 through. They get first and second. We get through 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 3, 4, 5. They get 6 and 7. 2, 3, 2. That's how the series goes typically, or that's how the schedule goes. We do. Excuse me. We do have to listen to Joe Buck, so that's kind of but he's not terrible. I don't mind that, and he's calling our team in the World Series, so that is something to cherish and treasure. No, we don't have home field advantage. Well, I mean, if it only lasts 5, yeah, but my gut says Braves in 6, but we'll see. But I feel like they obviously have to split in Houston in the first 2 games, at least. So we'll see. Well, if we sweep the Astros, I will be so happy. Obviously, they've got a dynamic offense, but I feel like we've been able to do the little things for the most part, and just the ABC baseball stuff. We really haven't beat ourselves too much offensively. Got to get the bad base running kind of out of the realm, but we kind of cleaned that up of late, so that's great. Frenchie was good, especially when we lost Game 5 and Ron Darling said the Dodgers are set up with Scherzer and Buehler, and then Frenchie said, yeah, but the Braves have Anderson and Morton. that was nice. So
Yeah, and Mac had an Achilles.
I think it's crazy. And I know the Dodger narrative is they lost Muncy, they lost all this, that, and the other. But it's the world's smallest violin to me, and that's why winning the division is important. Is important no matter how ugly it is at times. Winning the division matters because home field did come into play for us. We've been stellar at home, 5 in a row at home. Pretty good for a sterile mall. And just feeding off Truist Park, that energy of Braves country. And I've done that with my videos and all the likes and all the messages and things of that nature and all of this stuff. So it's been an incredible ride so far, but we got to finish the ride. We got to finish the ride so yeah. Yeah. So
That guy simply does not drop the football like that.
I'm not a Falcons fan. I am a Panther fan, and right now all I can say is thank God I have the Braves, the Hornets, and so
It's going to be a touchback. That shows momentum of the ball carried into the end zone. It was close. That is the signal. It was close, but I do think the ball carried in, and just because you touched it doesn't
yeah, thank God for the Braves, the Hornets, and the Hurricanes right now because the Panthers are a complete mess.
Doesn't matter. According to Terry McAuley, looking at Terry right now. Terry McAuley, come on in.
So
all that contact with the receiver was just incidental. It was a muff. The kick was still the impetus that took it into the end zone. This is a touchback because he gets control finally in the end zone.
sounds good to me. Let's beat the Astros. So it's I just really can't believe that. I can't believe that we did it, but the way we did it, the 2 walk-offs and then coming back after the rough game 3 and the rough game 5 and all of the things, it just kind of melded together, and that's what you dream of. You get a hot goal, you get a hot relief corps, you get some hot pitchers, and you just kind of ride it.
Nothing better than sharing a beer with your friends.
So yeah, I just it's crazy. It's insane. I think my phone kind of has, I don't know if it's stopped. I don't know if it stopped giving me notifications or whatever, but this has been still pretty lively with the notifications. Game 2. If Max pitches game 2, he would be ready again until go back to Stash. Yeah. Well, we need Max to be maxed on the mound, let alone his bat. But I think he just fastball command's been a little off, and that's a thing. And the Dodgers seen him a lot. They kind of got the book, I guess. So, but I'm really confident The job is not done yet, and we've got to they know that, and we know we got a tough opponent, but so do the Astros, and it honestly just comes down to the big innings, limiting them, and getting them when you can, because these teams have been the best when it matters most, even though people want to say these aren't the best teams. Well, they are now, so cry me a river. Excuse me. But yeah, the narrative is dead. Now we just gotta finish the story and sign Freddie, build Eddie a statue, and build Tyler Matzik a statue, and get a World Series ring. How about that? Just kind of so much love for this team, and for not being able to get over 500 in August. I think it was after the hat throw against Pittsburgh, where that it was kind of the bleakest of all bleak. So, I mean, to be where we are right now is a downright miracle, but we got to finish the job. Houston has been incredible. So we just got to squash them and finish it and celebrate for Hank Aaron, for Bill Bartholomew, and Don Sutton. And that sounds like a great plan to me, and I'm so pumped to do it and win. I don't think we'll see Rich Rod. I just don't trust that because of his inability to have a secondary pitch for the most part. It's just not what you've got to have confidence, and his unwillingness to throw it is concerning. So I don't think so. Again, the matchups might be a little different. And we're kind of thin in terms of right-handed pitchers. Maybe Strider. Maybe, I don't know. Again, because we haven't seen Houston, we haven't played them, so I really can't give too much of a scouting report in my brain. I've watched Houston a little bit, especially in the postseason. But I can't really say it, but I do know I don't want Yordan Alvarez to beat us in situations. Yeah. Yeah, they can't take the World Series games away from us. Even though they took the All-Star game, which I'm not going to get into that, but they've got Yordan Alvarez, they've got Alex Bregman, they've got Carlos Correa, they've got Jose Altuve, they've got embarrassment of riches in terms of that. Two out magic for the Astros have been key, and the home run ball, and obviously just keeping the ball on the ground in that Houston ballpark for the first two games is going to be super key. And when Charlie's on, he's getting a lot of those with our vacuum infield. So we'll see how it plays out. I kind of hate predicting because it goes the opposite of what we all think. It goes the opposite of what we're all thinking. So just kind of evaluate or watch it as it comes and celebrate as it comes, hopefully, and just because things can turn on a dime. Terrence Gore could be the most key player of the Terrence Gore or Orlando Arcia, or just some things that we're not expecting could be the turning points. It just could be, and that's the magic of baseball and things of that nature. I wonder, we're still going to shift, but I wonder if we'll soften the shifts with two outs and 2 strikes. Who knows? That'll be interesting to watch because it burned us a little bit, but you still got the numbers for a reason. So who knows there? And again, the Astros have a good righty-lefty balance in their lineup, whereas we exploited the Dodgers with lefties. So we'll see kind of. I know Arcia hasn't got a hit this postseason. I'm just saying there could be he could be the hero that we don't know yet. I mean, who knows? And that's the beauty of postseason. So those are just, I wanted to kind of evaluate the series and how much the Dodgers series, how much fun it was, and a little bit of looking ahead to the Astros and just having fun with it. But I still can't believe it. National League champion Atlanta Braves has a great ring to it, and
This game so far has been decided by that little flip interception.
Yeah.
He threw down on the line, because that ended up being the play of the night here so far.
you forgot.
Sends it skyward. Ayuk is back there, and this time he does fall in at the 20-yard line, and then falls down and gets tackled. Let's talk about the 49ers.
Adam Duvall too. Adam Duvall could be that guy. He had a couple big hits. The homer in Game 4, the RBI in Game 3. We just need to the base running thing that needs to kind of go away. The base running blunders and things of that nature, because the Houston offensively is healthy in there, and if you waste opportunities against Houston, it hurts a little more. The Dodgers are still the Dodgers, but we were able to kind of contain Trey Turner big time, which was probably the biggest shocker, and Mookie Betts in the top of the order for the most part. So that's going to be really key. Pinch hitting is hard enough in the regular season, but it's definitely hard in the postseason. Harder because you're always going to get I hope it's the clinching game too. Super jealous, but I'm super happy for you that you get to go, and I hope it is the clinching game, because that would be, or maybe we could just do it in 4, but maybe that'll be a thing too. But I hope you get to go, and it's a magical night. I think we just gotta ride the magic carpet and get that piece of metal that Rob Manfred doesn't want to give us, and just love it so much. And that there's a little bit of everything there, the emotions and all the celebrating stuff. Again, thank you for all of your support. Subscribe if you haven't, to continue getting these updates, lives, so you know when it goes live. Hit that notification bell. And just thank you so much. As always, go Braves. We are going to the World Series because I always forget to do the sword because of the madness of the celebration. So, as always, go Braves. Talk to you guys tomorrow with kind of a extensive preview, as it were. So,
So the catch is made, and then Samuel's trying to pick up the first down. He knew he was a couple of yards shy.
yeah, for your son, I hope it is the case that we clinch, and you're welcome for the videos, even though I just love what I do, and you guys make it even more fun. So thank you. It's been amazing. Let's just finish the job. Just take it more.
Maybe the one guy I can think of back in the day could make some plays like that. He has been phenomenal with that this year.
One game, one pitch, one out at a time. We got to think of it that way. And as always, go Braves. Again, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So much love. As always, go Braves. That was amazing. National League champs, baby. Woo!
We're starting to see Eric Fisher and Quentin Nelson working together. Watch this double team right here, just blowing them